Keeping your ollie straight is near impossible for beginner skateboarders and can be difficult for years to come. The most common advice, which I have given myself, as it's still valuable, is that you need to keep your shoulders closed. It's all too easy to open up shoulders and allow them to cause problems. But you can see in these two clips that even though my shoulders opened up a little bit, only one of the ollies noticeably rotated, and in this clip, the board rotates and my shoulders are still straight. So what's going on? Why is the board rotating front side even if my shoulders are closed? Well, after analyzing my clips and the clips of others for months, I've noticed a few things that seem to be causing this problem. First, I noticed that sometimes the front foot actually pulls the board either back or to the side at an angle. It's in part simply because pushing the nose forward in a straight line is such a foreign movement in our day-to-day lives. It's weird, and the body compensates for that by completing the motion with a small tug back or to the side. I think it's also in part because when we jump up, our feet do go forward a bit, so it wouldn't surprise me if we do kick backwards a little bit on the way down. Kicking to the side or back will level out the board, and it's a great first step, but it can also pull the board back. So if the board is rotating, start by taking a video from the side and see if you have a small pull back in either your foot or even knee. I've also found that leaning too far forward makes this worse. So to remedy this, I recommend trying to stand and jump a little more upright and see if that makes a difference. And then of course, focus on pushing straight through the nose and not allowing that front foot to pull the board back. The second and third thing that I noticed are very connected. One, I noticed that I am sliding my front foot up and turning my foot at an angle. First of all, this means that the toe of my shoe here is making contact with the corner of the nose and pushing it at an angle. That alone could push the board to the side. And then, to make this problem worse, while leveling out the board, I noticed that my front foot itself was rotating front side, pushing the deck out of a straight path even further. This, I think, is going to be pretty important for my personal progression going forward, as after I realized this was happening, I know for a fact that I compensate with this rotating ankle to help me get the board to level out. And the remedy for this, of course, is control. One, I need to make sure that this part of my shoe is coming into contact with the center of the nose. And you can tell just by looking at my shoe and seeing that there is no wear in the ollie spot, and that is a problem for me. Now you can see in this clip that indeed I can push the board forward with my toe as long as I'm hitting the center of the board, but I don't want to do that. I do want to correct this and hit the center of the nose properly with this part of my shoe. And two, not allowing my foot to rotate and really focusing on pushing this part of my foot straight through the center of the nose. But it will take time, as the path to a beautiful ollie is a long and winding one. So look at your shoes and take some footage of your ollies to see if either of these are affecting your ollie. I've based these theories on what I've seen and experienced myself, but I'd love to know if you think either of these have been a factor for you. And I hope you're out there having fun practicing.